Hi guys, it's Shannon, also known as Pira Nikos Juniper on Tumblr, and this is my 400 follower video. Actually, as it stands right now, I have 417 followers. Great job. The funny thing is, it is also the 18th of the 4th month of the year, so the date is 4/18. So kind of joke thing, if I get 420 followers on 420, which I am 3 followers away from doing, I might do something. I don't know what. I have no idea what. If you have any ideas, let me know. As I've said in previous videos, I am a broke ass college student, so I can't do a giveaway or anything like that. Otherwise, I'd probably give away an X-ray T-shirt. But I kind of like one of those for myself too. So, so yeah, 400 followers. Did I just do a 300 follower video? Like, how long ago was that? Let me look. Sorry, let me type. Angry typing. I don't have my laptop back. I know I said I was going to get it today. It is 10 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock in the morning, so it actually hasn't arrived at my hometown yet, and then my dad would probably drive it up here because I go to school. Sorry, I go to school like an hour away. Jeez, I have hiccups. Why do I have hiccups? Video manager. How long ago did I do? Yeah, I only did my yeah, I did my 300 follower video a month ago. Damn, really? What date did that get uploaded? Is it gonna tell me? March 7th. So yeah, just over a month ago. That's really scary. Okay, anyways. I have fewer questions though for this one. But I wrote them down again because that was a really good way. The thing is, where did I put them? Give me a moment. That is a mess. Okay. Hello, ladies and germs. Okay. So, first question is from Ask Jean-Marc Stuff. Let me actually, because I kind of did crap notes as to who said what. So, I remember your question very vividly though, because it took a lot of thinking on my part, which was, you asked, the page is loading, so it's being a bitch. Who is my favorite achievement hunter, and what is my favorite achievement hunter videos? Because you know I really, really like Achievement Hunter. I love Achievement Hunter. And so to ask who my favorite Achievement Hunter is kind of a difficult question to answer. Because if you're talking about the main 6 guys, Jeff, Jack, Ryan, Ray, Gavin, and Michael, I love them all for different reasons. And so I can't, and when one of them is missing, like when I think Jack had a ton of time, he was able to take off like one day out of the week for like 6 weeks or 4 weeks or something, because he got married. It was obvious he was gone, and it was like it didn't feel right. They have a chemistry altogether that is incredible, and that's what makes their videos so great. As to So yeah, like for example, Jeff, he's he's so sweet. He's so funny. His fucking laugh, cures cancer. Um, there's Ryan, who you're always expecting to be a fucking psychopath. You don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to do it. You have Ray, who's a complete and total sweetheart, and you have Jack, who I equate to, because Jack and Jeff started Achievement Hunter, and I always equate to Jack as being like that patient mother dog who's taking care of her puppies, and they're climbing all over her and biting her ear and chasing after her tail, and she's just patient as shit. And also his middle name is Shannon, which is an awesome middle name because that's my first name. So, and then you have Michael, who has a very explosive personality, and I know a lot of people like that, and it's really, really addictive. And then you have Gavin, who, he's smart. He really is smart. He knows his shit. But he also kind of, in the videos at least, the character he portrays, because everyone portrays a kind of character of themselves, it's a very he explores the best way to phrase it for me is that he explores the world through the eyes of a child. With childlike wonder and awe. And that is something I actually really, really admire, because I feel like if we did that more, I don't know, I feel like the world would be a better place or something. It's weird. But if we're not talking about the main 6 guys, my favorite achievement hunter would have to be Lindsay. On the grounds of that woman is a goddess. I mean, what's not to like about Lindsay Tuggy? She's beautiful, she's funny, she's really fucking funny. She's a complete and total sweetheart, and she loves what she does, and it's just perfect. She is a goddess, and I am like the biggest Lindsay fan ever. I love Lindsay. I love Lindsay Tucky. She's a huge role model for me. My favorite video would have to be the Mad King Ryan Let's Plays, which are the Minecraft Let's Plays numbers 89 and 90. And yeah, do we really need to say much more about those? The Mad King Ryan ones were, oh god, they were mad. And Anon asked me, let's see, did this actually load? And Anon, I had a couple of different Anon questions. Okay, this isn't gonna load for me. One Anon asked if I saw Pyrrha in Starbucks and had one chance to ask her anything, what would it be? My question would be, how did you get here? And how can I go with you back to Remnant, because I would like to experience that. I would like to be able to bounce between the two worlds, because otherwise how the hell would you be here? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would, like, if you're looking for an actual answer, like, about Pyrrha, I don't know what I would ask her, because I don't know what's okay to ask her. I don't know those boundaries, and I don't want to be, through playing Pyrrha, or at least the way I play her, she isn't exactly happy with the fact that she gets bombarded by fans all the time, and I don't want to be one of those people. Like, that would be the kind of people she doesn't like. So, yeah. Sorry, I have sniffles. I don't have tissues. Another Anon asked for me to swear my loyalty to the White Fang. I'm not a faunus, so they won't let me in. So I can't really do that. So, yeah. Sorry. It's also the fact that I don't stand for what the White Fang stands for. At least, kind of like Blake, where like I understand its motives, but its way of going about doing it isn't something I agree with, which is basically my agreement to a lot of things the U.S. government does. I understand your reasonings for it, but you can do it in such a better and smarter way. Winds and gears. I hope I said that right. Could be wines and gears. I don't know. The U.S. or the U.S. I'm such an idiot. The English language is just as stupid as me, if not more so. They asked, sorry for copying out, but what am I most excited about for Volume 2? I still haven't seen the intro for Volume 2 yet, and I don't intend on seeing it anytime soon. Or at least not until Rooster Teeth has it on their official website. That's kind of my personal thing. Though I have seen gifs of it, and I'm actually really pissed that people haven't been tagging them. But, you know, that's another debate for another time. I really don't want to get into that now. But what am I most excited about? Just more character development, I guess. Like, because we've introduced everyone, and now it's time to actually delve into the world more, and that's something I'm really, really excited about, which I think we're all actually really, really excited about that, you know? We're our peers, we thrive in this world, and just as, almost as much as the characters themselves. And so, yeah. One thing specifically I'm really stoked on seeing is everyone's different fighting styles, because, as I'm sure we all know, we're going to be seeing the Vital Festival tournament, which will be very, very interesting. I can't wait to see everyone's fighting styles, because we haven't really seen a team fight since episode 8, the Players in Pieces from volume 1, and that was the fight against the Nevermore and the Deathstalker. And so we haven't really seen a lot of team dynamic fighting wise since then, so I'm kind of excited to see more of that, especially non-lethal combat. That's something I'm very, very excited to see as well. Just that, because, you know, lethal combat has different mechanics to it than non, and that's something I'm really excited about seeing. I'm excited about seeing everyone's different fighting styles and learning more about the characters through their fighting styles and the way they treat other people in a dueling type environment. So that will be very interesting. Jean Vomit Boy arc. I appreciate you so much. I hope you know that. Jean Bonnet Boy Art asked, do I warm up before doing voice posts? And if so, what do I do? Usually I do my voice posts at the end of the day, and I talk very frequently with my friends, especially one friend. She and I debate RP topics all the time because she is in a different RP as well. And so we debate about RP stuff all the time. I talk a lot. I don't know. I don't feel like I talk a lot. I talk more to you guys than I talk to anyone else. Um, but by the end of the day, like, my voice is pretty worn and or warmed up rather. So I'm better with doing voice posts at the end of the day. As you can tell, right now I sound like shit. And it may not just it may just be because of the mic. I personally feel my voice sounds really weird, but which is why I have a giant ass glass of water with a dry force. Hey. So yeah. What no voice warm-ups I'll usually do will be to get into character. I will actually do what the Ruby girls all kind of do a lot. If I want to do Ruby, I'll just start saying lines from the show and try to imitate the voices, or at least my interpretation of the voices. So I'll go, Yang! Yang! Yang, where are you? Oh my god, it's so good! You know, for Ruby. I'm Weiss Schnee. I have to put in a lot of attitude. Yang and Blake are actually the hardest for me to do, probably because Blake is so monotone, but the way Aaron executes it is fascinating, and I wish I was better at it. So I'm not even going to attempt to Blake right now. I'm not even going to attempt to Blake. Yang is also very difficult because, I don't know, Barbara doesn't really do anything to her. It's a lot more of her natural voice, so it's harder for me to reproduce. My pure voice is my neutral voice. I just changed the pacing, intonation, and stuff. And so yeah, I'll just start saying things in the lines of the characters to get them rearing and ready to go. I actually have been singing Poor Unfortunate Souls as Cinder because that was fun as dicks. That was one of the last voice posts I did before my laptop cracked out on me. So, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I will do tongue twisters. On drama class, we learned a bunch of. In high school, we learned a bunch of tongue twisters. My favorites being, I posted these earlier as a voice post. I slit the sheet I slit, upon the slitted sheet I sit, which is really, really fun. And then, I'm not the mother pheasant plucker, I'm the mother pheasant plucker's son, but I will gladly pluck your mother's pheasants until the mother pheasant plucker comes. That one's also really, really fun, and when you're in high school, that's even funnier because you get to say motherfucker during class as loud as you want, so. Because I'm not the mother pheasant plucker, I'm the mother pheasant plucker's son, but I will gladly pluck your mother's pheasants until the mother pheasant plucker comes. It's a recipe for disaster when you put that with high school students. The Lotus of Juniper asks, would I become pure for the day? I'm guessing if I had the opportunity to. I would say for a day. I'm okay. I wouldn't want to change places with her for anything longer than that. I would not want to have her in my shoes. I know she wouldn't be happy with that. And I wouldn't want to be in her shoes for any longer than that either. She's very, very sweet. I would revel in the fact that I would be far more beautiful than I actually am. Hey! And having a much more fit body. Because I am lazy and I hate running. Like, that's the bane of my existence. I feel like everything in my life would be so much easier if I liked running. But I don't. I hate it with a burning passion. So, yeah. So yeah, I would like to be pure for a day, but no more than that. And I'd be totally happy with coming back to me being me, I think. There's a lot of things I want to change about myself, so I think being pure for a day may affect that. I don't know if it'd make it worse or make it better, but so, and that's kind of where I ran out of room on that on my paper. Let's see. Blonde and Clumsy Leader asked Pura specifically, tell us a bit about your home and lifestyle at home. Was it train all day, or did you have chores that need to get done? What are your folks like? And if it isn't too hard for you, will you tell us a bit about your brother? So let me assume Pura for a moment. I'm not going to put my wig on because that's a bitch to get on and off, and it's heavy as shit. Oops. My desk is a mess, so things fall all the time. But yeah, my Parawig is sitting up on top of my shelf, and it's a bitch and a half to get on and off, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and I don't want to deal with that shit. So, so you want me to tell you a bit about Mistral? It's a very interesting place. Um, it's a kind of, uh, work hard. Everyone works very, very hard during the daytime. It's hard to do this as a voice post without being able to edit it because I do them improvised all the time. But it's very much a work all day, play all night kind of environment. You do have to work hard, very, very, very hard. Most of my days were spent training, and if I wasn't training or doing homework, I was doing chores. I didn't have a lot of time for play. Most of my energy was spent building myself. Um, Playtime wasn't really thought of as necessary um, because it was kind of viewed as a waste of time. Um, but to make up for that, during the daytime, as soon as the sun sets, that's when the nightlife in Mistral is fantastic. Um, there's always a great feast going on. We always have celebrations of some sort, and it's all feasting, wild drinking, dancing, great music. Um, there are some things about that I do miss since coming to Vale, but I'm I'm okay with the way things are right now. Maybe someday I'll take my teammates to go to Mistral and enjoy maybe a week there. That'd be fun. Um, as far as what are my folks like, I've described them before. My father is very, very traditionalist. He is the patriarch of the court of Nikos. He's a very strong, very, very tall, well-built man. I guess similar body structure as Cardin Winchester, actually. So yeah, and my mother is very, very not. She used to be a gladiator, like everyone else in my family, but she had a very, very thinner, lean frame. I have more muscle than she did, and her hair is very, very thin and very, very pale, and she's a beautiful woman, and she's so, so sweet. She doesn't really stand up for herself or for me very much at all, um, but it kind of comes with my father being the patriarch and the man in charge, so. And as far as talking about my brother is concerned, I, at this time, would rather not talk about him. Thank you for understanding. Okay, that was good enough. Obviously it's a video, so I'm not going to be able to do multiple takes of it. Someone asks, what's my favorite cosplay that I've done, and what's a cosplay that I would like to do? I actually had to sit down for like 15 minutes and think of all the cosplays I've done, which I actually haven't done very many. I am 21. Can't believe I forgot my age for a second. I am 21. I've been cosplaying for 7 years, 8 years, something like that. And my cosplay list is very short. I made it chronologically. So my first cosplay I ever did, technically, was Anna Kyoyama from Shaman King, um, because she and I had similar hairstyles and hair colors. I am a natural blonde, which is why like my makeup is super overdone oftentimes in these videos, because if I don't do my eyebrows, my eyelashes, and can you tell from my roots? Not too terribly, because I did just color my hair. I have very, very pale roots, and if I don't do my eyebrows and eyelashes, it doesn't look like I have any. So yeah, I did Anna Kyoyama from Shaman King. If anyone knows what Shaman King is, that was a really good manga. The anime wasn't that great, but I mean it was good in its own respects. But the manga was really, really good. Then I was Riza Hawkeye from Full Metal Alchemist, which I also did because I had the hair for it. At that point my hair was longer. I was able to put it up, so I actually didn't need a wig, which was really, really nice. Um, and that was really, really fun. And then I was Alphonse Elric, also from Fullmetal Alchemist, but I specifically did his costuming from the Conqueror of Shambhala, which is the movie that came out after the 2003 anime, which that anime has given me so many feelings. Like, oh god, that movie. I cried during that movie. I still cry during that movie. I cry whenever I hear any of the iterations of Bratia. Bratia is a beautiful song. Um, see what else is on my list. Um, I was general. I did a gender bend cosplay of General Cross from D. Gray Man, if anyone's familiar with that. Chain smoking, drunkard, womanizing bastard from D. Gray Man. I don't know why I decided to. No, you want to know why I decided to cosplay as Marion Cross? It was because I wanted to experiment with a different kind of character. I am too womanly to really be anyone else, and I'm too big to be Lena Lee. Um, so yeah, that was a thing. And Cross was so much fun to play as, and I knew that no one else would do a gender bend of Cross. There maybe other Crosses at the convention I was going to, but there weren't any, and I was the only gender bend, and it was really really fun. And that was a I took a lot of creative liberties with that cosplay, and that was a lot of fun. Um, my most recent con experience, I went as Lucrezia Crescent from Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus. Well, her costume from Dirge of Cerberus. She technically was in the first installment of Final Fantasy VII, but I mean, it was 1997 graphics. 1995. I don't actually remember. I was little when that game came out, so I didn't actually get to play it until much later. Um, so yeah, that was I did her costuming from when she encases herself in crystal in the cave, and that was a very emotionally draining cosplay because I have seriously severe body image issues. I still do. I am very, very scared for going to an even bigger convention this year as Pura. That is absolutely terrifying for me, and I don't know how I'm going to do it because of the way that my body is shaped. That's a very legitimate and very scary thought for me. With Lucrezia, I had a strap or a spaghetti strap tank top that I cut bare midriff, which was terrifying, and then a white skirt with a white overskirt and then a white shawl type thing. Um, and my roommates could tell you that that was one of the most terrifying things I've ever done. My mom even commented that was the most white I'd ever worn in my life. I should probably put my glasses on. Like I'm not even gonna wear that much white at my wedding if I ever were to get married. So that was an experience. And then for Halloween this past year, I was a gender bend of Carlos from Welcome to Night Vale, which was very difficult to do because, as you can see, my skin is so white. But I started dyeing my hair black my freshman year of college. I'm currently a junior, and so what I did was I just curled my hair up, went to town with a Sharpie on a lab coat that I took from, well, I didn't take it, I bought it from the bookstore. Did Welcome to Night Vale kind of lab coat. And then I wore a band t-shirt under it and jeans, and it was like the easiest cosplay I've ever done. So yeah, and then because Carla, because that is, I would think would be the feminine form of Carlos. If I'm wrong, let me know. Or I don't know. I don't want to be racist. Other questions I have. What cosplays I want to do? Going back to the whole body image issue, I have a lot of masculine features, like my jaw shape. Even if you pull, even if you look tight my skin here, I have a lot of very masculine features. Um, Thick neck, broad-ish shoulders, not too broad, but even still. Um, and so it's really, really hard for me to do a lot of female cosplays between the whole body image issue and the fact that I have a lot of physically masculine traits. So that's very difficult. And then I am also biologically a woman, and I identify as a woman, but I'm a woman, and I do have womanly features, so I can't do a lot of cosplays as guys, and it just kind of really sucks. One day I'd really like to do a Riza Hawkeye cosplay again. That would be a lot of fun. Um, Especially since I haven't done it since I was realistically in middle school. Um, and now that I'm more fleshed out physically. Um, I'd kind of like to do that again. I wouldn't want. The thing is, like, I don't want to have to wait for my hair to grow out. I don't want to have to wait for it to be blonde again, and I don't want to have to dye it, and I don't want, yeah. So, and then I've always said that I really wanted to be Madame Red from Black Butler, Kuro Shitsuji. Um, but that's one of those things. That's one of those cosplays where I like I want to do it, and then I just put it off forever. So yeah, that's lots of fun. Um, and then I guess my last question for this video will be from Wukong Warrior, um, which is, do I have any RP ideas that I've always wanted to try but just haven't for whatever reason? Any long drawn out stuff like Homecoming? I mean, I'd like to do more. I love that kind of stuff, but the problem is I'm shit with coming up with it. That's kind of how I am as a writer. It's like, oh, I really want to do this. Oh, I really want to do a story set in this world with this kind of backstory, but I can't. I can write history, but I can't write the future. I've said that before in another video. I just suck at. I'm a really good writer, from what I've been told. Not toot my own horn or anything, but I've been told that I'm a really good writer, and I find that my strength lies in folklore, um, lore in general, history, but and backstory stuff. But I suck at writing forward momentum plot lines. Um, Obviously, Wukong Warrior, that's your strength. You have, oh my god, you have one hell of a strength of that. I would never be able to come up with something as for us as grand and amazing as Homecoming Menagerie. Um, I That's one of the things I'm really scared about it ending with is like I can't give you anything near what you've given me, and that is terrifying for me. I did have a couple other more long drawn out RPs, but the partner I've done that with, I've kind of had a falling out with, and so those have been kind of on hold for a little bit. I don't know when I'm gonna pick those back up, but pick them back up eventually. I'm not a mean person, and I do want to get those done, but it's just kind of like I don't know where I stand on those right now. And those were fun. I really liked those RPs. So maybe I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to do stuff in Mistral. I have an idea, like I have a mindset as to what Mistral is like, but I've never really gotten the opportunity to explore it with anyone. I kind of did very, very briefly a couple times, but nothing super in depth. And yeah, I'd really like to explore because I've had Pure talk about her home life a lot, and I'd like to have other people experience it as well. So yeah, that's my 400 follower question video. Hey, um, my mouth feels super dry for whatever reason. That's making it worse, I think. Um, so yeah, 400 videos or 400 followers. I don't have 400 videos. So yeah, 400 followers. That's incredible, guys. I don't know where you all came from or what you're all doing here. But thanks. I'm really flattered. Send me messages. Say hi. Let me know that you're there. Because sometimes it's like, oh, I have 400 followers, but only like 4 of them talk to me ever. So yeah, send me stuff. I don't bite. Unless you're into that kind of thing, uh, forget that. Forget I said that. So yeah, I have 417 followers as it stands. If I get to 420 by 420 by the April 20th, that is this Sunday, then I'll do something. I don't know what yet. Thank you all so much. I love each and every each and every one of you. You're all so burpy. You're, you're you're all absolutely precious to me, and I thank you all so much for everything. I hope you all have a good day. And I hopefully will talk to you guys soon. Send me stuff. Hopefully my laptop will be back so I can do voice posts again because I miss doing voice posts. I'm sitting here, I'm petting my mic. You guys can't tell. I'm petting my mic, which actually is probably a good thing you can't see because that kind of didn't. Anyways, still send me stuff. I love you guys. Bye.